It's definitely out
Yeah,
there.
I'm not saying it's
I'm
not out
just
there.
saying
I just say I've never seen it.
it's not like it's not a majority thing. It's definitely out there. I'm not saying
It's
it
a
doesn't exist.
scarcity. It's a scarcity.
It's not a majority. It's not a majority because a lot of the times, even as a young girl, I had this. I'll give you a quick example. I had this guy. He was a lot older. He knew I was young. I was a high schooler. He knew I was young, and he kept trying to pursue me. Finally, this one guy stepped in and was like, "Yo, man, like, why are you like?" We rode the same bus route because I was taking the public bus, and he was like, "I see you all the time harassing this girl, another black man." And he approached me like, that's he. I don't know where he was from, but he was like, I think he was from New York. He was like, "That's foul as fuck. That's foul as fuck. You want some foul shit?"
That's like, he
Yeah, he was like,
nigga.
"You want some foul shit? You want some foul shit?" Like, and he called him out, and I was like, "Damn, like this man, this random ass man." He was like, "Yeah, I got a daughter her age. Like, you're nasty as hell. Like, just on the bus." And I was like, "Thank you, black man. Thank you." Because I was so scared at the time, and he just stepped up to the plate, and he didn't even know me. He was just like, "We always ride the bus, and I always see you trying to talk to her."
Yeah.
I was like,
but to Smooth's point, holding somebody else accountable nowadays will get you killed.
That's true, and I didn't ask for help. He just stepped in.
But notice that he had been riding the same bus route with you, so he, even though he didn't know you, he knew you enough to go, okay, I think this person, you know what I'm saying, this is a good situation I can get involved in because I know her situation. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to step into situations because, like, how many times have people, you know what I'm saying, jumped in there, helped somebody, and then somebody went right back to whatever the situation was.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's happened
that's male and female. Like, people jump right back into stuff.
That's true. And it's just like, you know, you have that one friend who always asks you for advice, but they keep doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep giving them. And I be telling my friends, like, I'm gonna tell you this once because I'm older enough now that I know you're gonna keep going back, and I can't tell you to leave a certain situation until you're ready. So it's just like, we can't say that there aren't we can't say that there aren't black men who don't do it, because there are for sure. I'm not taking that away from black men, but there are definitely ones that don't.
Yeah. So okay. So so outside of things of proximity, because we're the closest to each other, black men and black women are, like, I don't like having like that type of argument where, like, oh my God, like, this particular, like, because we're talking about, when you talk about violent crimes, when you talk about, like, somebody doing you wrong, whatever, it's all a matter of people of proximity. If you're not around any other segment of people, then they can't have wronged you because you never were around them for them to wrong you. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, like, you know what I'm saying, hey, you and this particular person, you know what I'm saying, maybe y'all didn't have the best vibe. That doesn't mean that as a culture we have this deep, dark problem. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people get involved with people they should have never gotten involved with in the first place.
Yeah.
But do you think, I feel like in all reality, for real, I just feel like, I know it's always been said that we need to come together, and that's some real ass shit. Like, I've always heard it as a child. Like, we need to definitely start coming together for each other, regardless of what the fuck we've probably done. Like, I hate how we as black women, though, are very dismissive to black men when it comes to them doing something and getting fucked up. But let them date one white woman, and we're like, oh no, let them deal with it. I get it, sis, but that's still a little fucked. You feel me? Because
no, it is.
That's still fucked.
Winnie, right.
It's still fucked. It's still fucked because now there's a difference between a man demeaning us and saying, "Oh, fuck all black women." Yeah, feed them to the sharks, because that's how you honestly feel. But if this man has done nothing but just legitly fell in love with somebody, didn't matter if the person was white, right? We say fuck all and say fuck him, and I can't stand that shit.
That's definitely not a good thing. But I will say, because there are men out there who will demean black women and talk shit about black women and talk about from your head to your toes about black women, right? And bash them.
Feed them to the sharks.
Not be about them. right?
Yeah,
I feel
feed them to the
like
sharks.
if you're a person of intellect, that's the type of person that you would say, I'm going to feed you to the sharks. But if it's about love and they genuinely love somebody that's not in of your culture or your race, then what's the problem with that? Okay,
Right.
that's what I was saying. Because what's the problem with that? There's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, you're gonna fall in love with whoever you're gonna fall in love with. You're gonna be with whoever you're gonna be with. You should also, though, because I have this thing where I'm like, we won't get into that, but I have this thing where I'm just like, when you start having children, you also need to teach them about Black culture, along with that other culture as well, whoever you're
Well,
marrying.
well, that and
So
that
you need to be in Black issues. You need to be in Black business.